Zimbabwe simuka udzosere, Zimbabwe simuka, Zimbabwe simuka udzosere, wawakaurawa. Zimbabwe simuka vezanu vayeuke, vauraya nyika. Zimbabwe simuka. Mubasa kwandinoshanda, ndobira mumutsitsi. Nditambire mari yangu, mumira mumutsitsi. Baba here, ndozorora rini. Zimbabwe simuka vezanu vayeuke, vauraya. Mafuta edzimota mumira mumutsitsi. Nditengere mhuri yangu, ndobira mumutsitsi. Baba here, simuka, Zimbabwe simuka vezanu vayeuke. Kana ndichida chingwa, pamwe hapana. Kana ndichida petu, pamwe hapana. Kana ndichida shuga, pamwe hapana. Niende kuchipatara, hapana.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabweans. Magadi Murie, Zimbabwe. I know we have been saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, but it hasn't been a Merry Christmas to some Zimbabweans. And it's said that we lost a number of lives, we lost a number of Zimbabweans. And sadly, very sadly, it has been the soldiers involved. We have lost a number of people in Mondoro, Ngezi, where a soldier ran amok and opened fire on civilians. And we also have reports that in Chatcomb, there's been another robbery again, and the soldiers were involved. It's very unfortunate. And we, of course, something that doesn't have to do with soldiers, a number of people, many Zimbabweans perished in a bus accident in Mutare or near Mutare. We are going to talk about this and other issues, but focusing mainly on Zimbabweans that we lost during this festive season. Let me welcome my co-presenter here, leader Barbara. Barbara, toti Merry Christmas here, kana uti toti di kana vanhu vari kufa zvakadai.
Hello, Chief Soshe. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabweans from wherever you are. Lingabe lichona njani umthwakazi omuhle emagumbini amane omhlaba. Muri sei, muri eZimbabwe, Chief. Zvinhu zvinosuvisa zvikuru Christmas iyi. Hatifungi kuti vana veZimbabwe wakawanda wakanyatsokufara panguva iyo yavanofanira kunge vachifara. Nekuda kwezviitiko zvakawanda zvakaitika mukati meupenyu hwavo. Zvimwe zvacho zviri izvozvo zvatakaunganira pano nhasi. Tati hatingaregedzeka kuti tiuye tizochema nemhuri yeZimbabwe tichitaura zvinenge zvinetswa zviri kuitika mukati menyika yeZimbabwe. Thank you so much, Chief.
Yeah, it's very sad that we have lost about 5 young Zimbabweans in Mondoro, Ngezi. You know, Mondoro is very close to my heart. That's where my mother comes from. So I was talking to some people in Mondoro right now, and they were telling me about this very sad incident that a soldier went to a growth point in Mondoro, Ngezi, and he tried to, anzakada kupfimba kamskana kadiki kankari, below the edge, and people didn't like it. And then the father of the young girl was called, and they approached the soldier, who was not happy that he was being approached by, people at the growth point. And he opened fire in the air, and then eventually he started spraying bullets, killing people in cold blood it's very, very sad. I'm gonna try and get someone here from Mondoro so that he can try to narrate what happened, what exactly happened in Mondoro, where we lost 5 young Zimbabweans. They were very young. If you hear from the reports that we are getting, let me try to see if I can get him to come here. Hello, Mr. Muchavaira Magadi. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. You are live on Zim I and also on Change Radio. Nematambudziko ndimi mekumondoro nematambudziko ezvakaitika. Yeah, can you tell us what exactly happened? I know when I talked to you, you were saying you're going to go to the village and make sure that people have food at the funeral. But before we get there, can you just tell Zimbabweans that are listening here what exactly happened in Mondoro Ngezi? Was it really a soldier who opened fire, or it was just someone with a gun?
It was a soldier. Soldier is a real soldier. Was anyenga kamwana kane 15 years. Saka pakauya kachizomangara kuna baba wacho kuti ndozvaitika. Vanhu vamba vatsamwa zvikuru vakati kuinda kuya nepfuti iri kwaita kwari kutemba kuti anouya achidai munzvimbo medu. Saka vanhu vashamisika kare vachinzwa nyaya iyi ndopavaungana vachida kunzwa kuti zvakamira sei. Saka musoja uyu patomboita kukanenge kuda kutadza kuirana ndopaamboendeswa avharwa munimwe shopu. Avharwa mushopu umu ndopaazobuda azonzi nevanhu veshopu tara kuvhara. Saka pavazobuda vanhu vangatongana panze vachikuti ngabude bhozi vangachingofunga kuti achataurana achanyara kana kuti achakumbira regerero. But musoja yangu akangoramba ari remorse achiratidza kuti haasi kutombonzwa tsitsi nezvaangaita. Ndopazobuda vanhu vachitumuperekedza vachimushereredza ndopaangozoridza pfuti mudenga kaviri. Kechitatu ndopazotanga kupfura vanhu. Saka pakupfura vanhu kwaaita ndopakazopfura aitopfura vanhu ndopakangozopfura mumwe akamuperenyura kumeso nepashoulder vakapfura. Vamwe 3 ndo vakafira pasport. Mumwe akafa achitoenda kuchipatara kutefi achibva kunozi kuguzuzu kwavainge kwaitika nyaya yacho. Mumwe wacho azofira achitobva mutefi akuenda kuchekutu hospital. Saka zviri kunosirisa kuMondoro.
Saka pafa vanhu vangani?
Pafa 5 so far, 3 ndo vari kuchipatara.
So all in all, 8 people were shot and 5 are dead and 3 are still fighting for their lives.
Yeah, 3 are still fighting for their lives at the moment. But condition inenge yanane zvai vanhu 3 vasara. Condition iripo izvozvi at the moment vashaya saka kumbiro chatawana ndechekuti vanhu inhamo haiuye vanhu vakagadzirira nhamo haiuye vanhu vaine zvinhu zvakakwana. Saka taona kuti chikafu ndo chikushota kuvanhu vashaikirwa ava hama dzashaikirwa. Saka ndo zvatawana kuti vari kuchema nenyaya yechikafu. Saka masoja amboya aida kuchikidzira kuti vanhu vasataura kuti masoja akapfuura vangotaura kuti civilian. Uyezve saka zvimwe zvacho zvazvakutyisa. Saka tangozotaiwa no isi semusangano wevanhu unomira vanhu gatende tinoona kuti zvakamira sei. Saka mangwana togadzira kutoti tiende tinoona kuti tavabatsira vanhu vacho. Uyezve totenda kansila amboisa ruoko rwokuti ambomhanya achibatsira vanhu kuti vaone chikafu chekuti vafana adya. Asi isusu mangwana tikuenda nechimwe chekuti tipamidzire pane chaanenge chaiswa nakansila.
Okay.
Wedu MDC anova vachiwara vekumondoro vekuward 11.
Right, Mr. Mchavaira, there are 2 people here who have asked very vital questions. Finio Moyo is saying, why are the soldiers moving everywhere with guns when there is no war? And then Beulah Velapi says, is he arrested? Have you heard anything about this soldier Has he been arrested? You are saying that the soldiers came to the growth point and they were now telling people to not to say that it was a soldier. They should say it was a civilian. Have you heard anything about this soldier? Has he been arrested?
Zvinoita the moment atakana chatanzwa kana kuti tiziye zita rake remusoja wacho hatina asi toziva ndichoti musoja nekuti anga akatopfeka uniform aitone zvese zvinoratidza kuti musoja yechai anotozikanwa kuti musoja antu achitumwa doro ipapo. Saka at the moment tikungoona iri chiri chombo chekuti vari kutyisidzira kuti maelections ari kuuya vaisefie. It may be zvitoita tokuona zviri kuitika muZimbabwe kuti at the moment pozatoziva kuti sekutefi it's difficult now kuti vawine anything.
Yeah, pane mumwe ari kutobvunza kuti zvaitikira kupi zvinhu izvi. Where exactly did this happen? You know the area very well. Where did this happen?
In what level in Mondoro ngezi, you know, the kune inonzi pane mine inonzi aizoitika ku village, my villages. It should be village 4 Mondoro ngezi. Nenge kunonzi kutizi neku Silverstar.
Okay. Barbara, any questions for Mr. Mutare? By the way, Zimbabweans, Mr. Mutare is the Secretary for Defense and Security for Mashonaland West MDC Alliance. So he is here in his capacity of that and also as a person from Mondoro. Go ahead, Barbara.
Okay, thank you so much, Chief Soshe. Makadiwa Mutare. Aiwa, tinotenda nekuuya pachirongwa, tinotenda nekutipa first hand information, uyezve tinotenda nebasa ramuri kubata ikoko. Indachida kubvunza kuti kana paine vanhu varikuda kubatsira, tinogona kuona vanhu varikuda kubatsirawo pano pachirongwa. Vanoita sei? Vanobata ani? Maybe Chief, you can intervene there. I know there will be people, I know Zimbabweans are people with their heart. I know they are going to they might want to help to chip in, because 5 people, you know, burying 5 people at one time at once, it's not easy, considering what we've just been into Christmas. People had spent izvozvo zvishoma zvavainazvo izvozvo vanga vatotenga zvanhu zvinotengwa, vanga vasingazivi kuti kuchauya rufu. So rufu runongouya vanhu vasina kugadzirira. So I think we need to help in the event yekuti tikabvunzwa kuti varikuda kubatsira vanonangepi.
I think izvozvi the best person aripo anotibatsira ndikansela, ndiye baba, ndiye musoro wemba. Saka ndiye watiri kuona ari kumira-mira, ndiye atiri kuona tikatarisa izvozvi is many ari kumhanya paground achibatsira nekumhanya nefuneral yacho. Saka I think akave iye anomhanya ari kumberi achitungamira, isu tiri kumashure zvinoratidza zvinobuda, nekuti iye tikatarisa nekuona kwatiri kuita isusu semasecurity persons emusangano, munhu akavimbika, munhu akatendeka, zvekuti ari kuratidza kuti nemasvosisi anomboisawo paground tichiona, nekuti mapolling agents emudunhu makewo tikatarisa akabhadhara iye vatokutaura iye kansela wacho. Saka munhu wekuti tikatarisa kuti akavimbika anokwanisa kumira achibatsira.
Munokwanisa kutipa nhamba dzavo here kansela? Tidzinyora apa vanhu vanokwanisa kutovabata obva vatovabata izvozvi, nekuti vanenge vachitoziva kuti vari kupa munhu ane direct link ari paground, aripo pamaraini pacho chaipo chaipo.
Ndokwanisa kukupai.
Okay.
0 manditarise nhamba dzacho.
Okay. As you can see, Zimbabweans, this is a Zimbabwe National Army soldier based at 5 Brigade. The question is, why is he moving around? Why are soldiers moving around with guns like that? I think that's a question that we need to address as Zimbabweans. we need to find a way of putting it across to the Minister of Defense, to the government, whoever is responsible, so that we get an explanation as citizens as to why these soldiers are being allowed to move around with guns. Munhu kutenda kubawa ne AK-47. Chichocho. I've never seen anything like that. We are not in a state of war here, you know.
Hanzi chifu, hanzi na Messi Nyoni, hanzi ako idzo pfuti dzakubuda mukembe here. Vanofanira kubuda nadzo here kunze. I think this time we should invite mukuru wemasoja azotiudza kuti mutemo wepfuti unoti kudii, chief. Don't you think so?
Yeah, because they are not supposed to be moving around with guns. It shouldn't be. Hanzi ko icho chikonzero chakamboita kuti auye nepfuti kuvanhu ndecheiko. Aive pabasa here munhu zita remusoja harisati rabuda here. Tipiwewo zita tifambire nyaya dzacho, because neuori uri muZimbabwe anogona kutotadza kusungwa munhu iyeyi. Yes, that's why we are here to publicize this issue and to make sure that Zimbabweans know what's going on. And then those who can do something will do something on their side. Isuo tinenge tichizama kuita zvatinoita. Tikutaura naSecretary for Defense weMarsh West pano. I'm sure we'll get a statement from them so that we put pressure on whoever is responsible, so that this comes to an end. My number, Mr. Mutare. 0712 or 0772 30 33 35. Ngatidzokorodzei futi, because I'm trying to get one of our technicians to be writing down the numbers so that they can put them on the screen. 0772 30 33 35. Okay, or 0717 186 108.
Yeah.
What's the name of the councillor? Councillor Chiwara. So those who want to help, you can call directly to Councillor Chiwara. He's on the ground. He has already been helping. And you are saying tomorrow you are going there, yourself and others, to make sure that there is food there. Maybe you can just explain a little bit about that.
First name ya councillor.
Okay, go ahead and just tell us what's going on tomorrow.
Mangwana tukwenda tunosiya chikafu nekunobata maoko kune mafamilies afirwa kutambudzikwa. Toona kuti pari kudiwa rubatsiro rwakaita sei mangwana, kuti makofini ari kudiwa, kuti pane vashaya here kana kuti vari kuwana. Toona ndizvo zvatinoda kunyatsonyanya mangwana. Taona izvozvo toona kuti tingabatsire rubatsiro rwakasvika papi semusangano weMDC, tichitungambirwa tichiona kuti pane vanenge vachida kubatsira sevadaita maMPs Mondoro ngezi tovachange vachibatsirawo vamwe vacho tawana vada kubatsira. Tina deputy treasurer vanonzi vachikudu ndovanenge varatidza ruoko rwokuti vangakubatsirawo. Saka tiri kutarisira kuti mangwana ndo zvatinoenda nechi.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Muchavhaira. We hope to talk to you again tomorrow. Tichinzwa kuti urongwa unenge hwakamira sei hwekuradzikwa kwevanhu 5 vangourayiwa just like that, and we have not heard a statement from the Ministry of Defense or anyone from the government. This is very sad. Vanhu vashaika, vana vevamwe vanhu, ndana baba vevamwe vanhu, they are brothers of other people, they are sisters of other people, and then nobody is saying anything about it. The government is quiet, and the soldiers were at the place of this incident, and they were now actually telling people to say not to talk about this soldier. They should just say he's a civilian. I'm telling you, tomorrow morning you wake up with Nick Mangwana or other made ZANU-PF officials saying this was not a soldier, he's an imposter. Watch out for that. It's very sad. But this person was wearing an army uniform and having a weapon, an AK-47 that he fired live. So he had live bullets right there. Mr. Mutare, thank you so much. If you have 1 or 2 words to say before you go, you can go ahead.
Tirikushamsika zvikuru nezvikuitwa nemasoja because masoja izvozvi tikatarisa nekuwanda kwekuita umbavha ukuti tiri kuona masoja ari kunyanya umbavha nekutora zvombo vachinoshandisa kunoba nekunoita zvakasiyana. Tiri kuona kuti 2023 election iri kutotanga violence takatarisa. Tiri kuona kuti kutobirirwa kwa2023 election kwatotanga. Saka tikukumbira kuti dai zvaive zvagona citizens zeZimbabwe dzasumuka nekuwanda wadzo dzazviramba kuti masoja anofanira kunge asingabvumirwe kubuda papublic nepfuti. Zvinhu zvekuti kana masoja sekuti izvo zvikwangwaniswa mutemo wekuti haachabvumirwe kuenda kana kubuda panze akapfeka uniform. Saka titakushamisika nekuti zvakudzokazve kuti vakudzokera izvino vakutoya kuma-communities vakabata pfuti. Zvinhu zvekuti zvauti kachikamadza, zvinhu zvekuti zvakuda kutidzosera kumashure, zvinhu zvekuti takutochikarara ramangwana revana, safety yevanhu, kuti safety hapasisina. Chatinoda kuti masoja vaende pagwaro renyika ravakadzidzira kuti vanechachengetedza runyararo munyika, kwete kuti ivo ndivo vatopa mberi kuparadza upenyu hwevana veZimbabwe. Tatenda.
Thank you very much. Barbara, you can put that in Ndebele as we continue with the program. Thank you very much, Mr. Mcharabai.
Yebo kambe Mahlabezulu, lapha sikhuluma ngodaba olwenzakele esigabeni seMondoro Ngezi. Lapha ubaba ubesitshela ukuthi kuhambe njani, amasotsha abulele abantu abayi5, abayi3 kuthiwa basesibhedlela. Indaba yakhona ihambe kanje, kuthiwa umsotsha lo ubekhombisa umntwana ole15 years. Ngakho umntwana lo wagijima wayetshela ubabakhe ukuthi umsotsha lo uyamkhombisa. Ubaba wakhe wasemobilizer abanye abantu besigabeni, bahamba ke sebefuna ukuthi bayebuza umsotsha lo ukuthi kanti kungani ehlukuluza abantwana. Umsotsha lo kuthiwa uqale wabaleka, wabona ukuthi abantu babuya ngobunengi, wasedubula ke emoyeni. Uthe edubula emoyeni abantu kababalekanga, balokhu bemlandela. Wasedubula ke mahlayana, ama-bullets asebulala abantu abayi5, abayi3 balimala ke kuthiwa basesibhedlela. Ngakho ubaba ubesitshela ukuthi sokwenzakaleni, ukuthi yena njengomuntu omele ukudefense kubandla le-MDC Alliance, bona sebencedisa izihlobo zabafi. Lo khansela ubesitshela futhi ukuthi kulo khansela osezinikele ukuthi uzancedisa imuli lezi. Labafuna ukuba ngabo-MP besigaba sona leso labo sebengenela ukuthi bancedise imuli yona leyo, okuyinto ebongekayo ngoba phela sonke siyakwazi ukuthi nxa imfa ibuya abantu babe bengalungiselelanga. Kuyinto edanisayo kakhulu ukuthi ilanga lekhisimusi abantu babemele bajabule, kodwa sibona ukuthi abantu abanengi abazange bathola leyo njabulo ngekhisimusi. Even la namhlanje ngeBoxing Day abantu abanengi bebengajabuli ngenxa yokuthi kulezinto ezinengi kade zisenzakala empilweni yabo. Ngakho kulusizi kakhulu, sikhala lezimuli zabantu laba abafileyo. Sithi engani uNkulunkulu angangenela, angani bangalala ngokuthula. Ngiyabonga Chief.
Thank you very much. Nimatamdziko again to the families of those 5 that have been slayed in Mondoro Ngezi. And moving on the story of soldiers, we have heard that another robbery in Hatfield area, Chadcombe, has happened, and we also have another Zimbabwean that has been killed, and soldiers again are involved. One commando soldier killed, shot and killed a Zimbabwean in a Chadcombe, Hatfield area. Again, we continue to ask the question, Zimbabweans, let's talk about this. Let's make sure we do something about this, not just talk about it. Why are these soldiers moving around with guns? We are not in a war situation. Why are they being allowed to carry guns to public places? You know, that's why they end up getting tempted to rob or involved in robberies. You know, I know I was talking to one soldier before I came live here, and he was saying, Chief, masoja has kubhadhara, hatisi kubhadharwa isu. Saka sometimes the people just end up doing something that they do so that they survive. That's very sad. Yes, we know that our soldiers are not being paid. And that's the reason why soldiers, if you are listening, if any soldier is listening, that's the reason why soldiers should now come together with the people of Zimbabwe and do what we have to do and rise up as Zimbabweans. Soldiers on the side of the people, soldiers standing with the people, soldiers are standing for the truth, standing for what is right. Tiri kushandiswa, muri kuitiswa masoja. Kana uine hama musoja unofanira kugara uchimutaurira nekuti hakuna kwatiri kusvika kuti ZANU-PF, when they want soldiers to do something, beat up people, they entice them maybe $100 US onzi tokupai bonus, and then ovatuma unorova vanhu. After varova vanhu, that's it. It ends there. You go for another time again, you wait for another incident where you are given another entice or another 100 US. That's not the way it should be. Soldiers should be paid every month. Soldiers should be paid decently, just like any other soldiers in the region. And we have heard President Chamisa talking about this several times, that our army is a special army. And when the MDC alliance comes in, everyone will be well paid. And that's what we should be striving for. That's what we should be fighting for. So that we don't have these situations where soldiers, hungry soldiers, are running amok and killing people everywhere. And some of it has to do with stress and frustration over the situation in Zimbabwe. Barbara, what are your thoughts on why we are having so many cases of soldiers killing and being involved in robberies?
I think, Chief, they are taking advantage of the situation. Yes, they might not be paid, but that's not the reason why they should kill innocent civilians. Why can't they kill Mnangagwa? Because they guard him. Why not kill Mnangagwa and kill the innocent? Yes, why kill innocent civilians and not kill Mnangagwa, who is causing them the suffrage? You know what, Chief? I was saying to myself, ever since I came into the UK, I've never seen a soldier. I think I saw a soldier this year and this soldier was going to work. I had visited my nephew, and the soldier was staying. He was my nephew's neighbor, and I only saw him when he was going to work. And then I said to my nephew, do you know that ever since I came here, I've never seen a soldier. This is my first time to see a soldier. And then he said, yes, soldiers, you cannot, here you will never see them because they will be in the barracks. They belong to the barracks. I know even kudhara, Chief, kuona soldier so kwaibvundusa, waishiva. So even vana vadiki kwamuti ona musoja kana ona mupurisa mwana mudiki nezvi unomushidzira iye achiroja kumba kwake. Unomushidzira sei mwana mudiki kuti uona mupurisa? Because they are everywhere. The soldiers are everywhere. Isusu taiziva kuti kudhara masoja aigara mubharaki, aigara mukemp, mapurisa aigara mukemp. But with this regime, Chief, that's why I'm saying kuti we need to change this regime, and Zimbabwe needs to go back to normalcy, or else it will cease to be a country. It's no longer safe to be in Zimbabwe now.
Yeah, it's not safe anymore. Zimbabwe is no longer a safe place. You go to the growth point, to the groceries, to the shops, and you may not come back alive. That's the situation in Zimbabwe. Soldiers that are supposed to be keeping citizens safe, they are now making sure that citizens are feeling very, very unsafe. And moving on, Barbara, we also lost a number of Zimbabweans that were in a bus that was traveling to Mutare. The incident is very sad. From the eyewitnesses, in fact, I was speaking to Vice President Kore, who was one of the first MDC officials to get to this to the scene of the accident. She was saying that the driver of the bus was trying to avoid a drunk person who was, walking alongside the road or crossing the road. And then as he tried to avoid that person, he, rammed, or, there was a head-on collision with a truck or gonyet that was traveling from the opposite direction. And it immediately caught fire, as you are seeing there. Very tragic incident happening along Mutare Road, a few kilometers from Mutare. We haven't heard, that's the unfortunate part. I've tried to ascertain and get the actual number of people, Barbara, that were killed in this incident. I haven't heard. I know people were saying only about 15 people survived from a bus that was full. You know how it is when people are going for Christmas. Buses are full, and they even have standing passengers, which is against the law. But we are told that this bus was overloaded. It had standing passengers, and only a few people survived. But we haven't heard anything again from the government, from the Minister of Transport. If there's anyone who has heard anything, they can tell us. But I try to, ask around. We don't know exactly how many people perished in this unfortunate incident. Did you hear anything, Barbara, different?
Yes, I saw a statement by the owners of the bus. Was it what's the name of the bus, by the way? CAJ, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a statement somewhere, but unfortunately they were saying it's not true what people are saying, the number of people that perished in that accident. They were saying maybe there were 2 people who perished, and there is another statement where I saw which said there were 8 people who died. Hanzi wamwe wakakwanisa kuti wabude risati ratsva, but then parakazotsva, I think those 8 were trapped inside. Wamwe wakanga wabudiswa. So I think we also need, maybe if our viewers and listeners, if there's someone who has got the correct figure of the people that perished in that accident. Because you see, the government will never release the correct figures, Chief, because they don't want to do that, because vanogara vachiwanza kuti things are normal, migwagwa iri right, because in a normal country that Mutare Harare highway, it should be a dual carriageway whereby mota hadzifani kusangana, dzinoenda kwaMutare dzinofanira kufamba mulane madzo dzega, dzinoenda kwaHarare on its own lane. So people ate looted monies that were supposed to construct this the dualization of Harare Mutare Road, of Harare Bulawayo Road, Harare Masvingo, or Harare Bed Bridge. We should be having those dual carriageways, but up to today, since 1980, we don't have those dual roads, Chief. It's very unfortunate.
And that's very, very, very unfortunate. That bus, the bus that was involved in an accident is a better bus services. That's the one that we were seeing in the pictures there. It's already bent. It's now just a shell. It's very unfortunate. And we want to just play a short audio here from our Vice President, the People's Vice President, Mai Kore, who went to the scene. That was very nice of her. I think she was one of the first senior officials who went there, and I haven't heard whether any from ZANU-PF managed to get there, but I'm told that my Kore, I have the video, we have the audio that she did while she was there. And I also know that the member of parliament for Mutare and other shadow members of parliament have visited Mutare, Mutare Hospital, where some of the injured people are. So that's very good there. The MDC officials turning up, standing with the people, and visiting those that have been injured in the hospital, and Vice President Kore actually driving from Mutare, a place where she stays, and going to the scene of the accident. She also managed to talk to some of the victims. I don't know if we can play very quickly the video by Vice President Kore. It looks like
hello, Chief. Maybe I wanted to clarify there. Maybe before the video could be played, I wanted to say that the bus is said, the fire is said to have bursted before people were helped. Like the Mr. Butao, as he explained it, he said that the driver of the truck was his colleague, so he was the first person he wanted to rescue before he could rescue other people. Whilst he was trying to rescue the driver, because he was actually trapped by the truck, so he was using a crowbar. So before he could even assist him, that's when the fuel bursted into fire from underneath of the truck, and that's when people in the bus were still trying to come out. Only 8 people are said to have been saved from that accident. The whole accident, it is not yet confirmed the number, but the people in the bus, I don't know the number, around 60 or so, are said to have perished in the bus.
Yeah, we don't know about the number, so I didn't want to commit myself to saying any number, because there are so many numbers that are being thrown around. So we'll say an unknown number of Zimbabweans have perished in that accident. Thank you very much for coming through with that. Do you have the video for Vice President Kore?
Tauyawo kuzoona pakaitikira tsaona nefuro kubhazi rekwapeta. Vanhu vazhinji vakaparara. Vazhinji havasi kuziva kuti ndivanani vakaparara uye vakararama ndivanani. Tinongokurudzira kuhurumende kuti dai yaita kuti zvikurumidze kuti vanhu vaya vakafa vazikanwe, pakaitwa forensic nekukurumidza, vehama vaone kuziva kuti ndiani anga ari bhazi. Tinongokurudzirawo kumhuri kuti Mwari wokudenga akunyaradzei. Our deepest condolences to the families who lost their beloved ones. Tinongotiwo dai hurumende yakwanisa kuisa mapolicies ekuti tingewo tiine mitemo kunyanya-nyanya neroad safety. Pakaita paya efund inouya kubatsira maroad safety accidents iwaya, vanhu vakwanise kuwana zvokubatsirika nazvo. Tongokurudzira kuti dai sehurumende yakwanisa kuti marodzi edu awe ari juwo akati farei, kuitira kuti matsaona mamwe akwanise kuavoidika. Tinongokurudzira vemabus drivers nevari kufamba nedzimota patiri kuenda ukisimusi, tishandisewo kuzama kushandisa kuti patinofamba speed dzedu dziite shoma. Hatina zvatinazvo zvokutaura kunze kwekunyaradza kumhuri, kuti mhuri yese yarasikirwa Mwari akunyaradzei. Kune vari kufamba, ngatifambe tichizama kudzivirira tsaona mumugwagwa.
So that was Vice President Kore, Lynette Karenyi Kore, at the scene of the accident. And I know that Honorable Gutu has also visited injured people at Mutare General Hospital. We can't, finish this discussion, Barbara, before we talk about the hero, that man who, braved the fire, the inferno, and maybe some people with some nervous disposition may not, be able to keep watching that. But there is the man who braved the fire and actually sacrificed and went in. We want to salute him for doing that. That was bravery at its best. Barbara, what can we do? What can we say to someone like that? He could have died while he was trying to do that.
Yes, Chief, we just want to thank this.
You're
He's
on
a
mute.
hero. I'm on mute. I'm not.
You're on mute.
I'm not on mute. Can you hear me, technical team?
I can hear you, Leader Barbara.
Is it me who can't hear Barbara, or it's everyone?
It might be you, Chief.
Yes.
Go ahead, Leader Barbara.
Good.
Okay. Thank you so much. What I was saying is, this Comrade Butao is a hero, Chief. Not so many people will do what he did, because we see these days, because of this technology, some people would rush to take videos whilst people are dying. I've also seen people taking videos whilst someone is being attacked by a crocodile or someone is drowning. People taking videos of people dying instead of helping. But this hero, he took it upon himself and saved some lives. But whilst at the same time risking his life, Chief, is is now in hospital, but he's managed to save lives. But what I liked about the Zimbabweans, when his number, EcoCash number was availed, people responded swiftly, and as of now, his EcoCash has reached the limit. So I'm told that the Reserve Bank EcoNet has applied to the Reserve Bank to uplift or to waiver the limit on his account, because the people were still donating, people were still depositing money into his EcoCash account, which was great. I just want to applaud the Zimbabweans for what they did. And now they said the bills, his medical bills, they've been catered for. I also thank the Zimbabweans who saw the heroism in this guy, Comrade Butao, and also managed to help him after him helping other people. These are the people that we need in Zimbabwe, Chief. Considering that we are having a government that has got no fire brigades, that has got no police cars, that is good, but what they know is to kill people. They can't even help people that are in danger. If something happens, they will tell you atina mota. So this is a hero, Chief. I would want to salute him. He is a hero.
Yes, we indeed are grateful and thankful to people like Mr. Batau. The bravery, is something out of this world. I'm telling you, no one would have done it. People would have, like you're saying, would concentrate in taking videos and publishing them instead of helping people. He did what he could, and he braved and went into the fire, into the inferno, and rescued people. This is heroism at its best. We want to thank him so much for that, and we also want to thank those who have contributed to his medical bills. Please, let's keep trying to reach out to him and help as much as we can. Zimbabweans, we want to thank you so much for this spirit that I'm seeing now. There's a change. There's a movement that is starting. There's there are winds of oneness, winds of togetherness, a spirit of oneness that I'm seeing in Zimbabweans that we want to continue to encourage, especially now as we get into 2022, a critical year, a very decisive year for us as Zimbabweans. 2023 is around the corner, but let's not wait for 2023 Zimbabweans. Let's do whatever we can in 2022 and make sure that we change the situation, we change the status quo in Zimbabwe. People are dying in Zimbabwe who should not be dying. It's because of the situation. Right now, some are struggling to get, medication that were involved in these accidents. Onzi vari kupiwa mapanado, vari kupiwa painkillers in hospital. That's all they're getting, painkillers and water, painkillers and water. What do you expect from a situation like that? And we also had this situation in Mondoro where 3 people are still fighting for their lives. We need to keep praying for them so that they can survive. Thank you, Zimbabweans. Thank you for standing up for what you believe, standing for the truth, and standing, with or alongside the people of Zimbabwe. That's the spirit we want as we go into 2022. And those who have been watching here, we want to thank you. We'll give you updates of what's going on in Mondoro as we get the details. Some people are traveling there tomorrow, and we'll try to get them so that they give us all the details of the burial of the 5. Once again, tinoti nematambudziko vose vakafirwa pa Christmas season pano yainge fanira kunge iri nguva yekufara asi hazvisizvo zvazopedzisira zvaitika. Leader Barbara, your last words as we close.
Okusalayo chief sithanda ukubonga imuli yeZimbabwe njengoba uchilo ukuphathisa abakwenzayo kubaba uButawu lo oyenelisa ukuthi ancedise engozini ebhasi eyenzakala eMutare after Mutare or before Mutare. Ubaba uButawu sambona watshengisa ubuqhawe bakhe chief ngokuncedisa and sithanda ukubonga imuli yeZimbabwe ngokuba sebebonile ukuthi ubaba uButawu liqhawe bayenelisa ke ukuthi labo bemncedise bafake imali ku-eco cash yakhe yona ekuthiwa isigcwele imali ayisayenelisi ukuthatha imali ngoba isifike i-maximum limit. Ngakho-ke kuthiwa i-Econet icele i-Reserve Bank ukuthi ilifte kumbe isuse lowo mgoqo wokuthi imali ingabe isangena. Esithemba ukuthi i-Reserve Bank layo izaphangisa ukwenza leyo decision ukwenzela ukuthi abafuna ukubonga ubaba uButawu bambonge ngoba phela etshengise ubuqhawe bakhe. Siphelela lapha, uhlelo lwethu luphelela lapha. Mthwakazi omuhle, sihlanganeni njalo olunye uhlelo, sikhala labakhalayo, sithokoza labathokozayo. Angani umnyaka omutsha lo ka-2022 ungasithola singabaphilileyo, senelise ukuthi siqhubekele phambili lo mzabalazo phela lo esikhangelene lawo ngo-2023. Siyabonga.
Thank you very much, Barbara, and thank you for all your work. If you can flight as we finish the number for the councillor in Mondoro Ngezi, where families are struggling to bury the 5 that were murdered. That's murder by a soldier. That's the number of Councillor Chuwara. Please let's reach out to them. Let's send whatever we can send to them so that they can be able to take care of those 5 that were killed yesterday. We appreciate you, Zimbabweans. Thank you very much. We'll meet again in other programs very soon. And then let's brace ourselves. Let's get ready for 2022, the year of fighting for Zimbabwe's independence. That's a very critical year. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night or good day. If we can play a song as we finish.
Zimbabwe simuka udzosere, Zimbabwe simuka, Zimbabwe simuka udzosere, wawakaurawa. Zimbabwe simuka ezanu vayeuke, vauraya nyika. Zimbabwe simuka. Mubasa kwandinoshanda, ndobira